He's a good weight. Is it Boo Boo that's losing weight?
Yeah.
You think he's lost, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. He's a good size.
They put on, then they lose, they put on.
Yeah, but he's actually, like, he's not some of what we would see in terms of skinny guinea pigs that have lost a lot of weight. So that's good. Hi everyone, I'm Lynn from Cavy Central Guinea Pig Rescue.
When I weighed him on the 23rd, he was 1.267.
Okay.
And then the 25th,
He's over 1 now.
the 25th he was 1.287. He went up.
Yep.
And then when I weighed him today, he's gone back down to 1.269. So 18 grams different.
Okay. Yeah, that's not a lot to worry me. He's got a lot of lymphatic swelling here under his arms. Big bumps there. None are really solid, but might indicate something's going on. He's got a bit of rough fur down here. I can't get my magnification glasses.
So Friday they were both really chattering at each other, and he's the one that the poo's not
normal. Yeah, it's a bit
normal.
soft looking there.
And we haven't changed anything in their diet.
We'll clean that
Everything's
out
still
for
the same.
him. Okay.
I did that last week.
Yeah. Oh, you have cleaned out
Yeah.
there,
Just so I could see what was going on.
Okay.
But it might need another one, I don't know.
So this is the one you're worried about his eating,
Yeah.
or is it the other
No,
one?
this one.
This one.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. His front teeth, yeah, a little bit long, but they're straight,
Yeah.
which is good. Possibly. I'm just going to look at all of your teeth in there. What the heck? What the heck? What can I say there? Let's go. There's a bit of manky stuff on the top of his mouth, which is a bit unusual. I'm going to go and get my magnification glasses. We'll see. Lost, like he's a big boy. He's lost a bit of weight. Okay. Down here. Oh, it's just reading the glasses. It's chomping away.
It's just, we've put grass in there,
Yeah.
cage to come down.
That's my eyesight for you. Yeah, I can see his rear teeth on one side. Yeah, the back of his mouth, they're a little bit long on his tongue. You can just start to see them. Okay. But look, there's nothing that stands out as, you know, completely blocking his tongue or anything like that.
Yeah.
On his bottom left-hand side, they're a little bit onto the tongue. So, you know, we were speaking yesterday about Alex Rosenwax and his method, which can just trim up little bits.
Yeah.
Might be worthwhile getting him down there to him.
Yeah.
Because he can do it without a general. And in the state he is, like, you're noticing just these little increments. He's a big boy, but you're noticing slight changes.
Yeah.
It's probably now that you can just check and see that nothing is starting to burr into his tongue.
Right.
Because it might just be hurting a bit on his tongue. That's usually what happens. And then as they grow over and over, they can actually bridge the tongue. But the pain of having something sort of pushing into your tongue stops them wanting to eat as much. People often think, oh, they're eating. But they're actually, if they compare the speed of eating to their other guinea pig, they'll find it's really slow.
Yeah.
So it takes them a long time to manipulate the food. And so they're not grinding in the right way. They're also using their jaw slightly differently, and you've got teeth that are growing. So that combination.
Okay.
It's
But
probably
his front ones aren't like overly long.
They're long. But
How do you know if they're like too long?
They're straight in both directions, so he's grinding them flat.
Oh, okay.
Normally when there's an issue, we'd have them on an angle.
Okay.
So, and they're not, they're beautifully flat, which is great. So they are long.
Just maybe the back
And
ones.
I'd say it's the back ones that are doing that. But when they look at the back, it's on this side for him. But when they look at that, they can just trim that, and then they will actually then adjust the front automatically.
Right,
so the front is, you know, that's an easy thing to do. But given what I'm seeing now, I wouldn't touch him, you know, to adjust anything here. I think that he's doing relatively well.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and I think it's good that you're on top of him. He's got a little bit of fungal in his ears, but other than that, and these lymphatic bumps down here, may have had a cold or something. Have you noticed him?
Well, when I took him, it would have been 2 or 3 weeks ago now, to the vet, because I thought
Yeah.
Did he have a bit of a cold, did he? Like nose
she said it was a little bit of upper respiratory.
Okay, well that would explain his lymph system. I actually think he's still got it. I think he still may have a little bit of it, because in the bottom left lobe, when you listen to all 4 areas of his lungs, in the bottom left side of this one, there's still an unusual sort of crackle that's there.
Oh, okay.
So I actually
you
still
listen
think
on top of here, do you?
I listen here and here and down here. So,
okay.
and if I really want to get up close,
I
we use a
listen like that.
stethoscope. But like that, that's his upper area.
Yeah.
He's got a crackle there. He's got a respiratory, and that's why his lymph system's inflamed. So if you do that now, repeat, hold, but listen. It's on this side. It's not on the other side.
Oh, okay.
So he needs antibiotics.
Yeah. Well, I've got him on to the vet.
Oh, okay, and then
Really, it's
listen.
not till next week. Oh yeah. Little.
Can you hear it? It's like little crackle, little popping noises in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's still got it. That's probably what's making him feel a little bit off kilter, so he needs antibiotics. Because antibiotics kill off bacteria, good and bad bacteria in your body, and Protextin puts it back.
Yeah.
So if you're killing and putting back at the same time, the body's struggling. So what people will typically do is give antibiotics in the morning, and then midday they'll give Protextin. So you've got different time dispersals. Or you can completely leave the Protextin until the end of the course of the antibiotics.
That's what I've done before he's left it, right?
Yeah, that was the old common way of doing it. And, if you've got animals that are struggling to eat, then it's a good way to do it as well.
Right, so it doesn't, it's okay to do it, right?
Yeah, so you can do it in between or not. He's sort of got the marks of something that he's rubbed on his nose there. Well, working out what he can consume, a lot of people make the mistake of thinking they love watermelon, so I'll give them lots of watermelon.
Yeah.
Watermelon's easy when you've got teeth problems.
Yeah.
So that's why they're preferencing it. But it doesn't mean it's good for their diet. So critical care in a bowl mixed, they can consume.
Yeah.
And it's good for their diet. So it's really high in fiber, it's really delicious, and it's good for them. So that would be a better choice for food. The problem when teeth start moving down is that you get things like their tongue becomes entrapped, not just at the back, but at the front. That it can't, it has to come out the side around the teeth.
Oh, okay.
So that stops the licking ability. And where they can normally lick to bring food back, that suddenly isn't available to them. So they can grab a piece of grass and get it through the side. So they work with what they've got.
Yeah.
And that's why getting down to Alex now is probably a good stage before it becomes that.
Yeah,
you can just neaten up and go with what's happening. But yeah, he's definitely got a respiratory infection on board.
Yeah.
And that in itself is enough to knock a guinea pig so it's not eating. So then it's not grinding. And then it's got issues with, fermenting food still in its gut and gut stasis. So it's like this chain reaction occurs within the animal. So so right now he does need antibiotics. Definitely phone them today and say, he needs it straight away. Make available to him things like critical care in a bowl. You can give him a little bit to lap on a teaspoon. Just you sort of have to smash it onto their mouth. Yeah. So they lick and they taste it and they go, oh, it's yum, and then they'll go to it. Yeah. But outside of that, just monitor him fairly carefully with that. All right.
Like we have a mix. That we get from another guinea pig lady.
We'll get your next. Yeah, that's what. Keep him on the same mixes. Everything's fine. Like his body weight, everything's really good.
And there's nothing with his
There's nothing. No.
Okay.
No, it's good. Hello, Yogi. He's a cutie. He's a cutie. This boy's got the similar lumps, not soft. They're actually more firm, and in particular one on this side, which is quite solid. So that's something to keep an eye on.
Okay.
Yeah.
strong.
He's actually, to me, he's actually lost weight.
He has.
He has. Yeah.
Today, because
Okay.
when I weighed him today,
He's going to come see a doctor or something.
Well, his
So
lymph
it's
system's
like-
swollen.
when I
but-
weighed him last week, he was
Yeah.
1.462, and
Yeah.
today he was 1.404. So he's lost
Yeah, yeah.
like 58
Yeah,
grams.
because I can feel here the skin around. It's sort of on the rib area. It's the first area on a guinea pig that shows weight loss, and he's got
His
it.
abs.
No, it's not his abs. It's not his
So
abs.
is he likely to pick up what Boo-Boo's
Yeah,
got
it's
then?
very and look, people say separate them. No, you shouldn't separate them because they've been together. You treat them both.
Yeah.
Right,
So
okay.
you simply treat them both because it's like people in a home. They've been interacting. You then, nurture and look after one. He has got some big muscles, I tell you what. He's stronger on this right side, which is what I'm sort of concentrating on because he's... No, he knows I've got something. What's going on? That's right.
There's 5 babies. She's got a left one.
Yeah, it's nothing I'd worry about at the moment. Is it sore there?
Which one? Here or there?
Yeah. Right in here, like he's got very muscular legs, so I'm looking at this bit, like his thigh in here. And right
To settle her?
up in the high part, there's just a bit of swelling there. He knows it's there. But it's not painful to him. It could just simply be that it's right there. Just go round.
What, like a lump or something? Or?
Yeah, you can barely feel it, but if you want to put your finger there on the front, so it's not an obvious lump.
Can you take a good photo of that ankle?
I'm probably not going to find it like that. No, you've got to have really flat finger. Yeah, if I go like this lightly over here, I can feel that movement. It's like a little loop that's there. So maybe mimic this position.
Like a
sort of.
cyst then or something?
No, it's like feels like about pea size. Yep, you've got to go light, feel lightly, flat fingered.
That's sleep.
You feel it? It's very small at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Right. When you feel it, you feel it. Like you know it's there. It's not on the other side.
Keep an eye on it.
And yeah, keep an eye on it to see that it's not growing or anything like that. He knows when I felt it. He's like, oh yeah, he knows it's there.
Yeah.
But just something to keep an eye on. Quite often, mammary tumours that we see on piggies can present in around that area, and it appears as a little lump. But that's smaller than what we normally see appearing. Could be in the very early stages. So just something to keep an eye on with him. Not good.
Watch them too, yeah. They will.
Do you use ivermectin on
I use the kitten and puppy.
the Revolution?
Yeah,
Are
Revolution.
they due soon?
How often are you meant to give it to them?
I'd be doing it again every
Because
2
there's a little
months.
bit of like flaky.
Yeah, it's a bit of flaky skin there.
You don't like that, do
Happening.
you?
No, he doesn't. He knows it's there. You're like, what? Yeah, definitely. They're in need of it
Yeah.
again now.
Okay.
It's more on this boy than on
Yeah, it's more on
the
him than
other.
on.
Yeah,
Boo-Boo.
but you need to apply it again now.
Yeah.
So if I do this, I know it. What are you doing? So this just tells me he needs it. So as soon as you go home today, put it on both of them.
Okay.
Okay.
I might get some off you because I don't
The ivermectin.
kitten and puppy stuff at home.
It's cheaper to use the ivermectin.
So how much would I need
Well,
to?
we just put it behind their ears, but you've got to repeat it again
Yeah.
in a week's time.
Okay.
So when we look at this here, you'll notice
Yeah, there's
lumps of skin in it. So if you want to have a look at that, you'll see the skin attached to it,
Yeah.
and that's like first indication. Yeah.
He's not going bald, really.
No. It's just how it shows, and up around here as well is where it's sort of.
So you have to put some lip stuff on.
No, we just put ivermectin and put some on him now.
The stuff that I put on the back of their necks and stuff.
Yeah.
So do it net today and
We'll
then
do
in
it
a week.
today, and then if you repeat it in 1 week,
Yeah.
that will just keep that on track. And you keep
And
it
then give them a
covered.
bath in Melisab after that.
No, I would at the moment because of the respiratory. I don't think bathing is something you should do.
Okay.
because the risk of making that worse is very obvious in any other boy. I think you should just steer clear of that. And this will be sufficient because the fungal is not, that's not a major concern. So it's not something you need to worry about. So I've just lifted most of that out. So what we'll do is put over neck. So I'm going to put 0.4 on them because these boys are big boys. This will just knock it on the head. So you just literally cover and wipe all over there. That's how it is.
So I need to get Boo Boo
That's
out
where it's
too
designed.
then.
Yeah, if you just get him out, we'll pop this fella away and we'll do Boo Boo.
Sorry.